Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to talk about a really cool free app called Microsoft Clarity. And if you haven't heard of Microsoft Clarity before, it's an app that will help you optimize your website and give you some really cool data insights once you get it installed. So this is one of my Wix Studio websites here. It's actually the website that I use for my online course landing page. And I have an app installed on this page on the back end that's called Microsoft Clarity. And like I mentioned, this is a free app, so anybody can use it, and you can find it in the app market place in Wix, from your Wix Studio dashboard. But I want to show you what it can do once you get it installed. So this is the Mastering Wix Studio landing page dashboard. So this is what you get on the back end of the data. And this website only has one page. It's just a single page that has links that go to a different page here, but I'm able to get some pretty interesting data. So I have my date range up here at the top, and this is my dashboard like I mentioned. So I can customize this date range. I could say if I want the last 40 days, for example, and so I can do that. You can also create segments. I don't have any created in here, but you can create segments, which is pretty cool if you want to follow a certain segment of users. So it just gives you a dashboard on what's happening on your website, and I would say this takes things one step further than Google Analytics, which is also a free data analytics tool, but it gives you some really cool information. So it gives you some basic things here like browsers, what browsers are the users using, what devices, operating systems, what countries are they coming from, and it gives you some performance on your website on how fast it's loading. So then there's also different channels that are coming from. So you can see that the youtube.com referral channel is 48 users. I can also look at channels. So this would be marketing channels like referral, organic search, paid search, etc. If I had any campaigns set up, you'd see those here. But then these are just the sources themselves. So some are coming from Google. Those would be those organic search. YouTube is driving the other traffic here. But the cool thing is once I have this set up, then I can go into my recordings and heat maps. So if I click this, I'm just going to click a page here. So I have to select a page, and then I can see the different interactive pieces of what's going on with how users are browsing my website. So for example, and this will take a second for it to load, this is a heat map showing clicks on a desktop and showing where people click. So I have some clicks here. If I hover over the different things, then I can see where clicks are going. Let me switch this to a different thing. So this is scrolling. So how far do people scroll? So for example, only, 72% are still scrolling here. And it goes down and down from there. And if I switch devices, like to a phone, for example, we can see how far people are scrolling on a phone. The cool thing is this still moves in the screenshot here, this text marquee. So 28% are making it to the course curriculum, well, about 42%, and then it kind of drops off. And you can just go all the way down and see how far. You can also export this data. You can export it out as like a JPEG or PNG or PDF. This one's kind of cool. It shows you the most visited areas. So, a lot of people click on the menu. A lot of people make it here up the top. A lot of people are clicking here on these different things. And as I scroll down, it'll give me different data. And let me try a different device here on the area. Yeah, so 20 clicks here versus 1 click here. So my image isn't getting as much click as my text, which is interesting. But then you can see different sections. I'm getting some interesting interactivity here. 16% want to see curriculum. So here's one of the things that you can do with this, right? Is this means that this section is really important to my audience. 16% want to look at the curriculum section. That's a huge percentage, and so I need to make sure that section is really well optimized, and I continue to add to it and continue to update it. What's included? Not as many. Reviews, 33%, even higher than the 16% here. So the reviews is super important. And then my pricing, 2.9%. There's an FAQ section. Looks like it didn't quite load all the way. But the idea is that this will tell you what you need to focus on to further optimize your website. So my hero section is doing its job. About 10% of people are clicking here, but my review section is really doing well. 33% are reading those. So I need to continue to get more reviews, update this section a lot. So there's those different areas. You can do clicks, scrolls, or area for all the different devices. If you look at tablet, for example, we get the same thing. If you want to watch recordings, you can do that as well. So you can actually click on these and see the recording from an actual user and see how they were browsing the website. And these are really interesting just to watch because you just get an idea of how people browse, and it's nothing earth-shattering. Like here you're just seeing a lot of scrolling. Someone's probably just reading, glancing over the content, but you can see what sections they care the most about. So here they're looking at the curriculum section and are continuing to scroll down. So it's doing a good job. If they weren't liking what they were reading, then they might, leave the site. So these are really cool, and see they're going up to leave the website there. So they made it that far, didn't do anything. They were abandoned. So I can label these different things. And then, I can get more details in here if I want to. I can favorite these recordings. I can share them. I can do a lot of cool things in here to improve my website experience. So I just wanted to highlight this app. This app is free to use. Like I said, you can use it on any Wix Studio website. You can use it on any website for that matter. There's also a cool funnel section that I don't have set up, but you can set up funnels. So if you had like an e-commerce website, for example, you might have a home page and then it goes to your product page and then a cart page and a checkout page. You could set up a whole funnel and look at the drop-off rates and see where people are getting stuck to better improve your website. But this is a great tool to continue to optimize things and just get better data about what your users are interested in. And it's really all about responding to feedback over time. Websites they never really should be static. You should continue to update them over time, make adjustments as necessary. And if you're not getting the conversion rate you want, this is one of the ways you can work on that. And these can be really insightful. They can also be common sense, like, oh, that makes sense. My hero section is the most visited. But you find cool insights like the curriculum section and the review section we were looking at. So if you want to install this app, you just go to the app market here in your Wix Studio website, and then you type in Microsoft Clarity, and it will come up here, right here, and you would just install this. Then you have to create an account and set up your system. But once you get it set up, then you can benefit from it months and months down the road as you continue to look at the data and make optimization. So I hope this video helps, and I will see you in the next video.